Hey, so welcome back to my channel, and we're going to look at turning PLR into income. 4 steps to profit from PLR products. What if you could take ready-made content, rebrand it, and turn it into your own digital product business? Sounds great? That's what PLR makes possible. And today I'm going to show you the 4 steps to turn PLR into income. First of all, though, you're probably wondering, what is PLR? So what it stands for is private label rights. It is essentially pre-made content that comes with a license, basically, giving you permission to edit, rebrand it, and resell it. It can be pretty much anything from ebooks to online courses, planners, workbooks, even entire websites, anything really. But the great thing about this is the speed of it. Instead of you spending weeks and weeks writing various guides, you can grab a PLR and give it your own unique twist and launch it in days, saving yourself so much time and energy and getting those sales quicker. So, you're probably wondering, how do I do this? Step 1. First of all, you need to be selecting good quality PLR. Not all, those out there is good quality. And you will probably find this through trial and error, buying things going, oof, that content is really bad. Or it's something that you're like, actually, this needs reformatting and this needs a lot more work than I actually want to do. So you need to be careful on that. You want to be focusing when you are looking at PLR products. You are looking for something that's up to date, well written, and is provides genuine value. That's what you're looking for. Think about who your audience is and who you will be selling this to. So if you can picture it and go, that's great quality. It's great content, it's really valuable, I can picture that in my mind, being on my website selling that, then buy it. Think about for example, if you're a health and wellness kind of business, then start looking at things like fitness journals, recipe collections, things that relate to your niche and that can be another form of income. This is where you will get all the sales, really. But don't be afraid to invest in paid PLR, because you more than likely will be paying for it, to be fair. Sometimes you'll get something at a really reasonable amount, but often you'll be paying a higher amount. But the reason you are paying higher is because you can resell that as well. But you have full rights for something that you can recreate, add your twist, but it's saving you so much time in doing it. So think about your time. If it took you 3 to 4 hours, think how much money that is doing it versus paying for one thing. Paying for one guide that probably cost you maybe, for example, 5 to 6 quid, but your time for 4 hours is probably a lot more, probably like 90 quid. You're saving yourself so much money. So do not be afraid to invest. Here is some great examples of good PLR niches. So these are actually all mine. So I thought I'd just share you some of the stuff that I've been doing. So the first one is ADHD Focus Guide. It's a niche, it's related to people ADHD, trying to get them to focus. It's solving a problem as such. The next one is Facebook Group Growth and Engagement Guide. That's solving a problem. You've got a group, you don't know what you're doing with it, you want to grow it. Here's the guide. And the last one is marketing for Pinterest. Planning it out. It's a tracker, it's a planner. It's making sure that you stay on top of Pinterest and it's ready to use. These are all ready to use, all licensed. You can see that they range in page sizes between 11 to 12 to 22. They've all got different sort of quality to each of them. Obviously, Pinterest planner is going to have like loads more charts and stuff more than information, and the other two are very informative kind of guides. But that's kind of what you're looking for when you're looking for PLR guides, is the quality of them. So number 2, here's the secret that most people miss. So PLR only works if you make it your own. Please don't just take an ebook or a planner and stick your name on it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look great. There's no point in you doing it because it doesn't seem like it's your own. Other people are just doing the exact same thing. Some people just take one and stick it on something and be like, oh, yep, that'll do. No, change it. So instead of changing the title, redesign the cover and everything like that, start afresh. Think about your font, your branding, your colors, everything. Think about what it is that you want to reflect in the guide. So I've actually got an example here. So the one on the left is a guide of mine, and the one on the right is it redesigned. It is redesigned slightly. There doesn't need to be too much, but it's very eye-catching, the one on the right, isn't it? It's very like, whoosh, you can see it. And I've redesigned the wording layout. The fonts are slightly different. We've removed the pictures and stuff and changed it around. But I've actually rebranded that, say, from a point of view for somebody, say, in health, for example, because it can you get that feel about health when you're looking at it. It's nice and fresh kind of thing. And that's what you need to be thinking when you rebrand it. So the tips to rebrand. So when it comes to rebranding, I use Canva. Canva is a great tool. So you can quickly swap out the covers, add your logos. Some people, when it comes to this, will take the cover and fully do it in a different style. You might already have a style, by the way, for all your other guides, and it's a case of copy, paste using Canva and redesigning it and changing the title. If you're just going to be redesigning it as you go, that's fine. But make sure that the cover is unique to you. Next, add in personal stories or examples from your own experience. These guides can be used and just sold as they are, the content in them. But if you are trying to make it part of your business and part of your brand, you need to be putting in there things about yourself, your story, your examples, your call to action, because in the end of it, people want to relate back to what it is that you're sharing. So for example, if it's about wellness, for example, putting your own little tips and tricks in it, as that personal little touch, than just reading a normal guide. And also at the end of it, you can put a call to action to say, hey, if you want to find out more, blah, 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 here's my website, here's about me, that type of thing. So you can add in all of that into it, but definitely put your own examples in. Otherwise, it's just like every other person's copy, really. And people will more than likely not buy it, to be honest. Also, this is a really good trick. So if you are doing maybe you have 8 or so very similar niche kind of products, you can bundle them. This is a great way, saves you loads of time, and you can throw in your own worksheets, your own checklists into it to bulk it out a bit. But bundle them up is a really good way of doing it as well, instead of just selling one on its own, especially if it's about a specific topic. Say if it's about pregnancy and you've got different booklets related to different points of a pregnancy, bundle them together, because people more likely buy them as a bundle because everything, they all relate to what that person's going through. But it's really effective way of doing it when it comes to it. But make sure that you rebrand them into your style, put your logo on it, your details, and add your own twist to it, and it will really stand out. Number 3 is people always forget this part and struggle with this. So they buy the PLR, they rebrand it, and then nothing happens. And they wonder why. Well, that's because nobody markets it properly, or they just don't do anything with it. You just think that people are just going to find it magically on your website. No, they're not going to do that. So when it comes to marketing it, you just need to come together with a funnel as such. So think about, where are you putting these documents? Are they going to be on your website? If they are, let's use that as an example. Then you need to be driving all your traffic, say from social media, to your website. Doing paid ads on your website. You're trying to push everything to your website because that's where your product is. And also you can promote a lot of it on social media, and it links to your page where you can sell it a lot easier. And it gives the people a bit of a nice journey as well. So from social directly to the sales page, from wherever, and then you get the sale from there. And that's the whole point of marketing, is you want people to go from one source to the landing page to buying, and that's the whole point of it. But people don't know it's there until you tell them it's there. So you need to be really on it with thinking about how you're going to market it. If you have email list, fantastic. You can use that. So you could start promoting in a very natural way in your emails without sounding very salesy. You can introduce the bundles or the guides themselves or the courses or whatever product that you got very naturally. It doesn't have to be in your face. It can be very naturally going, oh, by the way, I've got this really new thing. If you've got a minute, check it out, kind of thing. And sometimes you can do the sales pushes, like if people, for example, land on your website but come off, you could send emails to those people as well. There's different ways when it comes to marketing to capture that audience. But you do need to come up with a strategy on how you're going to drive traffic to your sales pages. So I got some fun marketing ideas. If you're kind of sitting there going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I start with? Here's some fun ideas. So you can offer a free mini PLR course as a lead magnet to grow your email list. Email lists are huge right now. They are massive. A lot of people hate social media. And it is a lot to take in, to be honest. But with an email list, you control it. It's yours until people unsubscribe if they do that. But it's a great way to grow your business. Another idea is to share Instagram Reels, TikToks, just the product being, in action. You're flicking through it, you're showing someone it. Another thing is Pinterest is fantastic when it comes to things like visual things like guides and courses. You could build, drive traffic to your sales page if you've got a Pinterest account. You can also turn your PLR into a blog post or a YouTube video with a link to buy the full product. So you can give them a bit of a taste to be like, oh, about this, or, give them little tips, just give them snippets and then get them to buy the full product from there. So you're encouraging them and you're showing them the value of what it's about. Also, you could do like a limited time offer, flash sale. People love those, by the way. People start panicking last minute. But it's a good, encouraging way to prompt people to take action. And that's what you want when it comes to marketing. You don't want someone just flicking your website and not following through. And finally, bundling those PLRs with bonuses is always a great thing. So we mentioned bundling them, but add a little bonus like, oh, you'll get a free checklist or you'll get something free out of it. People love the word free, and it's a good marketing strategy. So hopefully that's given you a few more marketing ideas, but you can always research best ways to get, market, PLR guides, if you're struggling with things, or if you're going to be leaning heavily on social media, but you're not sure, Google it, figure out ways on how to basically get more traffic to where you want it to go. But there are so many ways you can do this. You don't have to sit with one idea. You can try multiple, or you could just focus on one, purely put all your, time and energy into one. It's entirely up to you on how you want to market this. Step 4. This is the final step, and this is all about scaling. So once you've launched your first PLR product, don't just leave it. Pay attention to what's working. Which product is selling best? Which platform is bringing the most traffic? Use that information to work out a strategy, that's working. So basically, over time, you can have more PLR products, bundles, or even a membership where people will get new content every month. And that's where PLR really shines. It can be a foundation for a massive entire passive income business. But there are so many other ways to expand from this. But once you start getting the traffic to your website or wherever you're selling them, you'll start to notice what's doing well, what's not, and then you can work from there where your energies need to be. You might find a topic that you think is fantastic is not actually that great, or maybe you're reaching the wrong audience through your marketing. Maybe you should be trying different Facebook groups or trying a new strategy. That's the whole point of monitoring and scaling and, understanding what's going on, what's selling, what's not, is you learn from it and then you change your idea and then try again until something works, something clicks, and you start to get those sales in. So I'm just going to do like a quick recap because I might have talked really fast because I tend to do that. Step 1, select quality PLR. Find valuable, up-to-date products. That is checklist number 1. 2, customize and rebrand it. Add your own branding, voice, design to make it unique. 3, market effectively. How are you going to do this? Social media, email, your own website, a different platform. How are you going to do it? 4 is monitor and scale. Track your results, work out what's working, and expand on those ideas. And before you know it, you'll have this passive income and you'll be like, this is amazing because you went through all 4 of these steps. And they are really, really important. It is all about the quality of PLR. You just want to find something that works for you. It's genuine, it's great content, and that's all people are looking for. They want a solution to a problem, and that is what you'll be providing. And that's what you need to be looking at and who your audience is. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I have got some fantastic new YouTubes coming out in the next couple of months, all about PLR. If you want to subscribe to my channel, just to watch out for them. I'm going to cover off a lot more about this topic because it's kind of a new topic for many of us, but it's such a good passive income that you can't pass on. It's just got so many opportunities to expand. It's great for businesses. It's great for creative people, digital content. It's just amazing, like, to find something like this that can really work for you. So subscribe, like, and stay tuned for the next one.